the Noahic Covenant, episode 6. Then God said to Noah and to his sons with him, Behold, I establish my covenant with you and your offspring after you. Genesis chapter 9, verses 8 to 9. Well, welcome back as we continue our series entitled The 8 Covenants of the Bible. My name is Nigel Christensen, and I serve with the ministry called Celebrate Messiah New Zealand. Now today we're going to look at the third covenant that we find in the Bible, and this is the one that follows the flood over the whole earth. Now, that this is an unconditional covenant made by God is clear from both the use of the I will statement, such as in verse 15, but also by the repeated phrase, I will establish my covenant, in verses 9 and 11. This, along with the fact that it is made with all future generations, shows that it is still in effect. Now, the main focus of this covenant is Noah, but again, he represents the entire human race, as following the flood, all humanity would be descendants of Noah. Also, God clearly states this when he says that the covenant that has been established is between God and all flesh that is on the earth. Genesis chapter 9, verse 17. Now, in terms of the provisions of the covenant, there is a sense in which it harks back to certain aspects of the Adamic covenant, but makes changes that show the impact of the fall and sin on that original broken covenant. Because, like Adam, Noah is instructed to be fruitful and fill the earth, but this time there is no provision for the earth to be subdued. This is because following the fall, humanity lost their authority, and Satan, who usurped it, is currently the prince of this world. John chapter 12, verse 31. Also, instead of having a positive authority over creatures, instead those creatures will now fear humanity. One reason for that is instead of just the seeds and fruits of plants and trees, now humanity is permitted to use these other creatures as a source of food. However, humanity is prohibited from eating the blood, the symbol of life, and also from taking the life of another person. Finally, God provides as a sign for the covenant the rainbow, which relates to the provision that God will never again judge humanity by means of a worldwide flood. As one person put it, God went to war with humanity, and afterward he hung his bow in the sky. Well, thanks for joining us, and I hope to see you next time as we continue to look at the 8 covenants of the Bible. Until then, God bless.